But as long as I have my coffee and my cigarette, I'm good. I know cigarettes bad for you, but there's a million things I could be doing. I just choose cigarettes, my vice. Okay. So late at night, last night, I was thinking about my fighting stance. And once I discover new things about my fighting stance, I find out everyone already figured it out. I just wasn't looking in the right place. Okay? Because in fighting and martial arts, people have been doing it since the beginning of time. Right? People have been fighting each other since the beginning of time. Right? For food, for women, for territory. Right? All starts with the hands. Just like the Russian style and the Cuban style, I like the square stance, preferably because of Mike Tyson as well. Okay. Your elbows should be, your arms dangle, right? Just curl, bring it up, right here, right? You can tuck in for defense. Or this is my style, okay? I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong, but this is what I figured out. Tuck in. You want your hips to be dipped, right? Loose, right? Just like Cubans. The Cubans, they dance with it, right? But you don't want to be straight like this because you won't have lateral movements in your hips, okay? Now, I like the square stance because for multiple opponents, it's good as well because you have square here, people in front of you. When you switch to this side, you have a bladed stance on your left side, and then you switch to this side, you have a bladed stance on your right side. Okay? So you have three stances within one. You go here, turn, you go here, go here. That's why I prefer this stance. Okay? Now for punching, what I figured out is you want your hands connected to your hip, right? Your elbows connected to your hips, right? Here. You pull, you don't want to even move your arms. Like, you move your body to move your arms. So let's say someone throws it straight to your belly, pull your arms in, and you use your body to block it. It also absorbs and block at the same time, right? So if someone go for the liver or someone go for the kidney, you just pull in, and it should block it. Right? For defense, what I figured out is what's the most natural reaction when something comes at you unexpected. That would be your best defense. Let's say something is just flying at you, and what's your first defense? This, right? Now, if you can implement that in a controlled way, and football, what do you use? Stiff arm, right? Right? In Muay Thai, they call it a frame, right? So, in my opinion, that's the best defense because it's your natural defense when something comes at you, right? Just makes sense to me. Okay. And then for bobbing and weaving, it's a bow, right? Like Jack Dempsey said. This. Now you want to bob, right? You can go back, forward, drop, back, forward, drop. And that's the weave, bob and weave. I'm still getting that down. I just learned it yesterday. Go back, come down. And it's on the hip, right? You just turn the hip here. When you turn the hip here, you emphasize your weight on here, right? And you can come back. And for that, what you want to do is leave your arms dangle, right? And just use your legs to swing your arms, right? So you can just have your legs first. Then you can add your arm to it. Okay? Alright? Now for your punching, I figured out there's many ways, right? In just your arms alone, it's endless possibilities, right? But I'm gonna keep it simple, okay? So here, it's connected to your hip. So your hip will generate your power, right? Your hip and your arm should be one, like this, right? You throw your hip in the same way you want to throw your arms, okay? Now, for Sugar Ray Leonard, I like his body punch, pow, pow, and then he brings it up top, okay? Now to simplify that, it'll be the way you have your hands, okay? So the regular punch is just from your hip. Like, let's do no hip movement, right? Just arms, okay? And your arms by your side. Now you just want to go straight, okay? And your power line is your ring finger, right? You punch with your ring finger, most likely you hit with these three. And you want to hit the most contact, right? And you want these three knuckles at least to hit, okay? So from here, you go straight with palms up. That's one punch, okay? Now from the same, you go here. And notice that it goes upwards in the natural motion. So this would be the solar plex punch, when your fist is like this. Because it's natural. Natural for your shoulder, natural for your punches. And you go right here, it's naturally going to go to the liver and to the spleen, naturally. Okay? Naturally. See? See how it goes upwards by itself? Okay? And then when you go like this, it goes to the face. Okay? See how naturally it goes upwards? See? So those are three punches. Palm up to the body. Palm parallel to the solar plexus. Palm down to the face. Now you can bend your knees and then you can add these to anywhere you want. But that takes a bend in the knee. Okay? I'm just saying standing. From standing, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Those are just your straight punches. Now let's say we want to add power to it, right? So power is generated just basically by motion, right? Your weight and the speed and your weight, your mass times acceleration, right, equals force. So how can you generate that? It's either with the torque of your hips to move your weight from one side to the other, like just like this, right? Now, right here, like 89% of my weight is here, and like 12% is here just for balance, right? And to shoot it sideways like this, I'm generating my force this way. Now these are great for hooks, okay? Because you want your hook to go this way, left to right. So that's how I'll throw my hook from here. Boom. No. It's like throwing a fastball, okay? So basically, let's say you're throwing a fastball over there, okay? See? So, don't lose your balance. Say I'm throwing my fastball over here. See? It's basically your weight transfer. Okay? So it's weight transfer, hip rotation, shoulder rotation, and at the end. All in one, kinetic motion. Okay? Okay? That's left to right, that's for hooks. Like Tyson's generate his force from ground up. So it's an upward motion. So you wanna sit down, 2 feet, push up, and generate the power that way. Now you go, what you wanna do is, in my opinion, is push up, then torque your hip upwards. Okay? So you get both, right? So, and for uppercuts, it's pretty simple. Uppercuts is just moving your left hip to the right hip to the left, right, the weight. So you bend your hip here, okay? It should be natural, all right? Watch me just turn my hip. I'm just gonna turn my hip. And And where does my arm line up? In the center line for the uppercut. Boom. Okay? Same thing. You bring your hip in to bring your arm where you want it to be, and up. Boom. Boom. Now you want to add a little more power. It's elastic, right? So if you pull one back, one goes forward. So you pull your right shoulder back, the left one has to go forward, right? Right? So you pull it back. That's how you generate power for your uppercut. Boom. See? Boom. And if you just do this and pull it naturally, your arm will go forward naturally. That's how you know that's the right motion. Because your body will do it naturally. Right? That's from standstill. Alright? We haven't added the footwork. So the footwork